guys, welcome to Random Chicas.
I'm Annabelle.
Hills.
I'm Kathy.
So guys, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're already a subscriber, and if you're new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss out any of our videos, which we shall be posting every week. We have like one video that we post every week on our channel. So okay, go ahead and subscribe. Click on the notification button. Sorry, bell. I know, cling, cling. So that you don't miss out any of our videos. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So guys, today we are going to talk about, we decided to get personal with something that we've been, thinking about, and we've seen it happen out there in society, and everyone is going through this. At least most of the people that I know, that we know, have gone through this. And the topic is personal insecurities, like the insecurities that we have. It could be personal, it could be maybe something to do with your environment or community or maybe family, it could be anything. So, going to insecurities, friends.
Yes.
What do you think an insecurity is?
I think generally an insecurity is something that makes you lose confidence in yourself.
Yeah, feeling uncertain about, your ability to achieve something or to do something. Yeah, and I think sometimes it affects your mental state, or it could affect the way you actually perform your duties or any tasks that you have in life. So to start off, I think I'm going to tell you my first personal insecurity, guys. Please don't use this against me when you meet me out there.
Because
You
that's
guys,
not allowed.
imagine how you meet someone, they're like, I remember you said this, let me check it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, I'd say my first one would be
my teeth.
So growing up, I had horrible teeth. Like, it's like my teeth were, I think these incisors were kind of bent, and then this was in front. You guys, it was just hideous, and I hated it. I hated it so much that I didn't want to smile. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want. Yet I'm quite talkative, like I talk too much, but that used to try to pull me down. And then guess what I did? I put my parents on pressure. I think I used to tell my mom, "Mommy, do something about this teeth. Like, work on these teeth, mommy. I need these teeth fixed. Like, do something about it. Like, fix them." So I remember when I was in Form 1, we actually went to see a dentist. And the guy felt I was too young. I think there's a certain age they can fix those teeth. Like, wear braces and maybe do, I don't know. Because you couldn't pluck them out. Like, they were my teeth. So, and you have to remove them and fix a new pair of teeth. Are they what pairs? Okay, teeth. Pieces of teeth, parts of teeth. Anyway, so when I remember I joined S1, and then my friend Helen, shout out Helen, hi. Helen had braces. I think you know Helen. She was in primary days. She had braces, and I remember bugging her, like, "Oh my God, you're in the same age. How come you have the braces?" She's like, she also had, I think, teeth issues. Okay, not I think, but she did have. And she recommended me to her dentist. So during the holiday, I had the dentist contacts. I was serious, like, I was so busy and ready to work on this thing. So I went home. I told, like, next thing I told my mom, we need to work on this. So I gave her the contacts, I gave her everything. So she called that guy, and we booked our first appointment. And guys, I had to wear braces for, I think, my Form 1 and Form 2. I don't think I even remember. I think it was like Form 1 and Form 2. Not so many people in my life, I think, remember that face. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I
Duh.
do.
How could we forget?
Yeah, I had my braces fixed, so my top teeth are kind of straight. And then I forgot that I think because the upper,
Gum.
is it a gum? Like the upper jaw was more visible. I thought it was the one that had the issue. Okay, it had an issue. So recently I realized my lower teeth have a problem too. But you know what, I'm over it. Like, I'm done.
We need to wear it is.
So sweetie, Anna, have you had any insecurity that made your life miserable?
Yeah, my feet, guys. They're just not the best feet. And they're not so long because most people have issues with their feet being long
Oh, yeah,
or what.
that's
Mine,
me.
it's not really short, but it's just there. But the problem is, I don't even know what they're called, but I have a bone somewhere where it's not supposed to be. So I think the condition is called flat feet. Yeah, like you just step on the ground like this, like a sack.
You don't have the space
Uh-huh.
that the arc. Is it the arc?
Like an arch.
Yeah.
Like
Arch
Somewhere there, there, just
Don't have it so like a dog.
So I remember
Just
my brothers used to call me feet, what, those things. I had to get casts when I was like in P6. But at
For
that,
real?
yeah, I was in casts for like
How
a
come I
couple
don't
of
remember
months.
I remember.
A couple of
Mm.
months. But, well, the doctor had said initially that it was something that couldn't be fixed at that point.
I think it was natural, like it happened.
Yeah, and the fact that they realized
As
it
you are getting
later
formed
when
in the
I was older. But it's not like they're not deformed, guys. I walk normally. I do.
You just
what-
don't have the arch.
Yes, I just
the
don't
arc.
have it. And
Arch.
of course, you know those things of now when someone notices something about you. Because I don't remember ever knowing it before, like my P6. Until one day, I think it was my grandmother who noticed. And it's like, this girl, dark feet, you know, things like that. So it became a thing. So all the time I'd look at my feet, I'm like, they're not like my brothers or what. But guys, I moved on. My feet can carry me wherever I want to go. So
Talking about feet, you guys have such a long foot.
yeah.
Like you guys, like it's small and long. I can't fit in normal girls, like normal girls shoes. Okay, I mean not just normal girls, but you know girls.
What people think a normal
people-
girl
exactly,
size is.
like a normal girl. I have to wear like I'm a size I think 40, 41.
42.
No,
Not 40,
Yes,
please.
I'm joking.
I think
No,
I'm
it's
40
not
or
40.
40. I think I'm 40 or 41. I'm not 42. 42 is so long, girl.
You're 41.
Yeah, I think I'm 41.
The last time we bought
Okay.
shoes, it was 41.
Anyway, guys, so because of my long foot, I remember in school I could not wear, you know, like those cute
Pumps.
girl pumps, and then you know you rock them, and then my mother used to take me to Butter. I know so many people out there shopped, and you're Ugandan, and you went to school
Butter.
in Ugandan schools. I'm sure you know what butter is.
But toughies.
But you guys, I had to rock toughies. I remember I rocked toughies. That toughy
Secondary
would not
school.
edge.
Yeah, that's
I had a
not
toughy.
edge.
I think I even had a toughy.
Primary.
Girl, there was a
I
topic
know
for secondary for our age.
Yeah, there was the one which had a buckle and
I remember I had
For
a
primary
topic.
school. No, for secondary
Yeah,
school.
they just make the
Yes.
size bigger.
Guys,
I know I had that. No, that's for primary.
For primary.
I had a topic that could not age, you guys. Those toughies don't age. That's why they call them toughies, because they're tough shoes. So, Kathy, do you want to go next?
Yeah. Well, before I talk about my insecurity, I'd like to talk about how many times the adults around you are the ones that make you have an insecurity about yourself.
yeah.
Yet as a child,
You don't even
you would not notice these things. So I resemble my grandmother, and she was very, very excited that I resembled her. So every time we'd go to the village, she'd be like, oh, my one grandchild with a lorry-like nose like mine. And no one wants
Are you
to
for
hear
real?
that they have a lorry-like nose.
And I don't think she actually meant it in a bad
Of
way.
course not. She was like, oh my God. She was happy that I had her
Yeah.
nose. And much as it excited her, I dreaded it. Like, those were my worst moments. Like,
Yeah.
Lori knows why. And you guys, growing up, I did not want to take pictures. My entire
Because of
nose
the-
Is in the
is
picture?
in the
And you
picture.
know, we didn't even think. Like, I've never noticed your nose was. I didn't even see a big
No,
nose.
I think it's because you notice if your grandmother had just said, "Oh, my grandchild who looks like
Looks
me,
like
who
me."
has a
Yes.
nose like mine," but the fact that she
kept on
added
saying
your
your
nose,
like
Yes.
your nose, like your
And
nose
the
is
fact
so
that she would say it every time, like not once, but every time you see her, I was like, whoa, our Lori-like noses.
big. Sorry.
Yeah, but I'm
Sorry
over
about
it now.
that.
Thankfully, you somehow grow into your face. I don't like it doesn't feel like it's big anymore, or I have gotten over it.
Yeah.
And I even heard that the nose is the one thing that grows until you die. So imagine
guys,
if I was still hung up on
How true
my
is
nose.
that? I think it's true because all the times I've been pregnant, like my nose grows so big. Okay, so guys, my eyes. Like growing up, I really hated my eyes. Okay, now I love them.
Oh, please. Queen of ball.
I know, but I really, really hated them. I remember there was this one time I was walking downtown, and we have borders, like those motorbike guys, borders, right?
Yeah.
This guy tries to, they try to hiss at you, they try to call you out, like, sister, size young, like my size, come and talk to me, so I out at this guy and I was like, please excuse me, and I walked out. You guys, this guy looked at me. They have like a border stage, like so many border guys seated there.
Yeah.
So this guy starts shouting, "Where are Gabichi? Like, why are you showing off? Look at her with her big eyes, like like trying to mean like look at her big eyes." And then he started singing, "Masotala, Masotala, Masotala." You guys, I wanted to die. I think Masotala means like lamp eyes.
Yeah,
like something
yeah.
like that, like lamp eyes. And then his colleagues joined him and they're all shouting, "Masotala, Masotala." You guys, and then downtown is crazy,
Full of
like
people.
it's full of people, and everyone is turning to look at you, like, and everyone was just laughing at me. I felt so bad. I hated my eyes. I reached a point. I think I used to look like this, like every time I was around people, I tried to like squeeze them,
Make them smaller.
I make them smaller so that you don't notice the size. And then guess how I got over it? Something so silly. So I joined secondary school, day one, and then I have a friend. Hi, Lydia. She has the biggest eyes in this universe, like beautiful, big, black eyes. So she walks in. I think we was sleeping in the same dormitory. I was in my bed, and then she walked in. I looked at her eyes. I was like, oh my god. I was like, God, thank you so much. There's someone out there that has bigger eyes than me. And I felt so comfortable, like sister. And I was like, to hell with those haters.
Yeah.
Like, I started embracing them, and then people now like them. Like, people meet you and they tell you, girl, you have nice eyes. I'm like, thank you. I wish you knew.
When I joined secondary school, I was tiny as a stick. 2 terms later,
Tiny.
2 terms
Okay,
later,
we were tiny.
we were all tiny. 2 terms later, I go back home. Everyone is
Was
still
it 2
tiny.
terms or 1 term?
Like, I think 2
She
terms.
was in school for I think 4 months or 3 months.
Yeah,
Three,
yeah.
they
4 months.
usually-
4
yeah.
months later, I go back home. Everyone else is still small, and I am not. And some people were wondering, who is this person?
She moved from this to this.
So, and then things like your siblings telling you your hips don't lie, and that song had just come out. It really tormented me. And so I'll try to exercise. But then at that time, the only exercise is jogging and sit-ups. And those things are hard. You'd go to the field, jog 1 lap, and
And you're like,
what is
You're
this?
dying.
What is
No,
life?
I remember this one time. I remember the first time I met you, like after we joined secondary. I think I'd come to your home for after like that holiday, like to visit. And then I saw you. I was like, Kathy,
who is this?
what happened? Why are you? Because I was still so skinny. And she was, okay, not like big, but she wasn't a
She
Kathy
had
that
a
I
lot
knew.
of
Like she had
Yeah.
grown her hips, her
I had
her
blossomed.
hands, she had blossomed. So guess what she told me? So we happened to we went to boarding schools. So my boarding school didn't allow grab, like you could not carry anything to school, like those edible items. I think we would only take fruits. And then her boarding school allowed
Yeah.
grab. They could have anything they wanted, biscuits, milk, honey, blah, blah, everything. So when I asked her, Kathy, what happened? Why do you look so different? Do you remember what you told me?
As we take grab.
So that was the reason for her
She
blossoming
was
like
confidently
that.
telling me, honey, in my school,
We
eat
eat.
grab. Sorry for you guys who eat fruits. Oh my goodness. Now that I remember it, I just can't believe you.
Yeah, I
You
know.
told me
right?
that. That's so weird. Anyway, I think talking about weight was still. How did you get
Lose
to
the
this?
weight? Well, it was a gradual process. That was just teenage adolescence. Everyone, not everyone,
Yeah,
most
not
people
everyone.
gain weight during their adolescence. And by the time I was in S5, I had lost most of it. But because of the experience I had with weight, I'm very conscious about my weight now, and I cannot allow for me to go back to that person. So I have a serious exercise regimen.
Yeah, oh, she works out too
Yes.
much.
And it has helped. Exercise.
Yeah, it has
good for
helped
the
you,
mood
but you guys.
and everything else.
So my weight story.
Uh-huh.
You have a weight story. Oh yeah, you do have a weight story. Let her go first.
Okay, my experience with weight is different from Kathy. Yeah, I've always been small for the most part, like just normal size, really. But there's this time in my life where even my small all deteriorated. So I was like skinny, what people would call skinny. And you know, usually when such things happen, you notice, like you already know, because you wear a pair of jeans that was tight and it's not tight
it's
anymore.
loose now.
Yes, we look in the mirror, so you know. But then having everyone remind you, oh my God, you're so skinny. What? You're not eating, you're starving yourself. You know, and they have this thing
Campus
figure. What
Yeah.
you're trying to have a certain figure. They're saying, oh, you're not eating enough food. Then they start looking at the portions of food you're serving. Like you're at the table trying to serve food, and people are pinching, adding more food.
Yeah, like,
because you
add
need
more,
it, you
add
need it,
more
and they
food.
try to make you like feel sick.
Sorry. I'm so. Do you still feel that way?
No, now I moved on. I'm like,
And I think you're putting on some weight now.
I think so. I'm trying to
Some
eat so
little
that people
weight.
won't be telling me how I'm skinny and I look sick.
Okay, I think my weight story is a bit different. I think mine came from my pregnancy. I remember I used to be, I think my kgs used to range between 50, 52, 54, 50, 52, 54. And then boom, I was pregnant. You guys, I moved from a 52 to an 84.
Wow.
Like I was 84 kilograms. I don't know if that sinks in for you, our viewers, but you guys,
That's a
84
lot.
is a lot. I hated myself. And then my nose was so big, my cheeks were so big, I think my whole body was swollen, like I was swollen. I think it was water weight. I don't even know, but I was so big,
Yeah.
too big. It was so horrible because people would meet you. And then I remember this one time someone met me and they knew me, but then they walked past me. And they came back and they were telling me, you girl, I met someone who looked like you. But because I had noticed, like when they passed by me, I noticed it was actually like it was them, but I didn't want to call them back because I thought maybe they're just bypassing me because I look different. I'm no longer the skinny
Person they knew.
hot girl they knew. Here I was humongous, so big. I'm so pregnant. I'm so dark. Like my neck was so dark. You guys, pregnancy is real. And you don't have to meet people and try to make them feel bad about their pregnancy weight. Like this needs to stop. You see someone so fat, sorry for using the word fat, but I mean like like big plus size just because of, they're bringing life into this world. Like they're bringing in kids. You can't find someone who has gained weight because they are pregnant and then you're, bugging them about it. I remember people would meet me like, hey, hi heels, how are you? Like to me you're so fat, and I'm thinking, how is that a greeting? Are you greeting me? Are you trying to
People do that a lot.
I don't know
They
why
use
people do that.
weight things as, oh hi, how are you? You've grown so fat.
big.
You've lost so
You've lost
much
so much.
weight.
I don't know, it's just too much. And then I remember like after I'd given birth, someone came to see me and then they look at the baby like, oh my God, this baby, someone I know. She's like, oh my God, your baby looks so good. And then she looks at me, but you girl, you're so fat.
Imagine.
It's like, I've just given birth. I'm in hospital. It's just one day later. What do you want me to do? Stop saying such things to people.
Yeah.
Or if you must really say a weight comment, find a polite way to say it.
Just don't say it.
Anyway, don't. Because we know. People know. Yeah.
So I started school late. Everyone usually starts maybe at 2-3 years. I don't know, what time did you get?
3.
So I started at 4. I started school at 4. And because of that, I was always,
I think same year with you,
yeah, I was always older than the people in my class. And for
By
some
just a
reason,
few months.
Yeah, by just a few months, but kids are cruel.
Mean.
Yeah.
I know kids are.
And for some reason, every term, the schools I went to, they would do this roll call where you had to say your age And every time you'd say your age, kids would laugh. Meanwhile, you're just a few months older than them, but they always laughed at me. And I'd never say anything, but I felt bad about it. And there are times when you want to lie about your age, but you can't because these are official documents.
Anyway, I still lie about my age.
Yeah,
It's not about to be corrected.
Although now that we're old,
25 for it.
it does not matter how old you
I know,
are.
it doesn't really
We're all
matter.
here.
And we're all alive. It doesn't matter what age you finish school or what
Age you get married.
or what age you do anything in life.
Yeah.
Age
doesn't
is
matter.
just a number.
Age is just a
We're all on
number.
different timelines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think another insecurity I've always had is looking young. This is something that should actually be, people don't like to be told they look old.
Yeah.
So looking young is
Girls.
something, girls, is something I thought would actually be a compliment. When someone says, oh, you look younger than your age, it's like, oh yeah, I'm 20, but I look like 15, which is a good thing, so I'm not going to age fast. But it has another side to it. Like, people not taking you serious because you look young, so they think, oh, you can't have any idea that's actually of importance or that means much because you're a young person. They're like, oh, she's just young. Like, they'll let you talk, but you see that they're looking at you like, oh, there's nothing really that can. Or they brush you
Nothing
off.
good can come out of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then also, like going to places and you always have to present your ID. You're going like, I have cousins who are like
That's so
20,
funny.
18, and they look older than me. So we go places
Because they're
together.
big and huge.
And they let them in, then me, the old one who is bringing them out, they're like, please show
Show
your
your
ID.
ID.
Can you imagine? And you're like,
Yes.
all the
Remember
time.
that story?
All the time.
Remember that story in Chigari?
Like they stopped us because
We went
I was
out.
young.
And then the bouncers told us, excuse me, before you get in, present
Show
your
your
IDs. Can you imagine?
Because they were with a one young person.
Yeah.
Only for her to pull out her ID then.
And we're older than that
I
age.
know, like she's...
Then also, I think it comes, like sometimes, there's this time I went out with someone, a friend of mine, a guy to be specific. So those comments that friends throw. They'll be like, banayo, linekana kato, you're with a young girl, what, things like that. Just because you probably look younger than your age. And those things, it might seem like a comment, a small comment or a joke, but they disturb you. Then someone will start thinking, oh, I can't take this person serious.
Yeah.
Because everyone else is going to be saying I'm with a young person or what. So I think that has been an insecurity in that way. But I like it though, because you guys
want
would
to
be
know
there.
Yeah. That's why I'm lying about my age.
Yeah. So
Okay, so guys, I think what we need to do about, like if you're going through something like that, like you have an insecurity, it could be anything. Everyone has an insecurity. Everyone out there, it could be your parents, it could be your family, it could be your relatives, it could be that guy out there selling newspapers, it could be a friend, it could be someone in the market. Everyone has some sort of insecurity, but you should never let that put you down. Don't let that define who you are.
yeah.
Sometimes your insecurities can actually turn out to be your greatest weapons to achieve something,
Yeah, true.
And there's so many ways you can get over it, right, Kabi?
Right. And people who joke about things, don't be cruel. Very many times people are cruel in the name of joking, and you never really know what you're saying is doing to someone. So be
else.
mindful. Be more mindful.
Because there are people, you find someone is talking about your skin color, someone is talking about your height, someone is talking about your size, someone is talking about what you look like, someone is throwing comments. Actually, sometimes you feel insecure, maybe what you're earning, you're insecure about, your surrounding,
you went to.
the school you
Because of the way
I
people
know
talk
people.
about these things. Like you can talk about it in a nice way. For in a conversation, I talk about, oh, I went to this school, maybe what. But the way you talk about things to people matters a lot.
a lot.
Like
They may,
just be
sometimes,
kind.
I think sometimes people tend to, there are different ways people actually, I think, taking these insecurities, like how they react to them. Sometimes people will lash out and someone will be so furious, like, why are you commenting about this? Sometimes they'll be sarcastic about it and, laugh it off, like,
Or be the first to make fun of yourself before
someone else
makes
makes fun of you. And when they go back home in their beds, they are crying.
Yeah.
Someone is breaking down because of something you commented on that but because you see them smiling and you say something about them, and
You don't know
oh
what's
yeah,
happening
that's
on the
nice.
inside.
You people, we need to work on that.
Let's be better people.
Let's be better people.
And embrace love and kindness with whatever we put out.
And I also think for some insecurities, some can actually be changed.
Yeah, there are some that
Yeah.
you can work on.
Work on and change.
Like if you're afraid of speaking in public, you need to go out there, get out of your comfort zone and do things that make you uncomfortable so you can get over some of these things.
Like if you have a personality issue, I think you can actually work on it. If you
Generally,
fear speaking in
self-acceptance.
public.
Yeah, I do. I really like to speak in public, but I don't know. I have that insecurity of feeling inadequate. Like you can't go
So
and
many
speak
people have that.
in front of people, or someone gives you like a role at work and it's a big role, and you're like, oh no, maybe I can't do it. Yet you actually can. So I think what you have to do is just believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Accept yourself for who you are and know that you can do better always, and just go for it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you just need to love yourself a little bit
More.
Thank you guys. I hope you liked
Thanks for
our
watching.
topic. If you have, anything you'd like to discuss about relating to this, you can drop
Hit
a
the
comment.
comments.
Hit the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope you've liked our topic today. And if someone out there is stressing you out, know that you're better. You're better than anything in this world, and you can achieve more. Don't let your insecurities put you down. Okay, guys? We love you. Keep watching.
Bye.
Bye.